Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The race starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening and welcome to the Midwest Motorsports Friday Night Truck Series. Tonight, as you can see, our boys and girls are at the Sonoma Raceway in California. Wine country tonight. Located in the Sonoma Mountains. 12 turns on a hilly road course, 160 feet of elevation. Hosts the Cup Series, IndyCar Series, motorcycle races, SCCA, as well as track days. And, of course, the Craftsman Truck Series has been here as well, a total of 5 visits in the NASCAR trucks. Congratulations to Nicholas Aslin, who has put it on the pole in the 48 truck. Beautiful conditions tonight. We're going to go green for, a total number of laps that I don't have right in front of me, but I'm about to find out as I look up the schedule. And tonight, 45 laps is the lap total. We're going to have a competition caution at lap 8. So that's going to be exciting. Only natural cautions after that as the cars begin to roll out. We'll show you the grid. Nicholas Aslin, Dustin Reinstedel on the front row. Justin Thaler and Ian Silva on row 2. Travis Jones, Trevor McLaughlin, row 3. Eric Thaler and Brandon Cotton, row 4. Colin Huffman, Tyler Short, row 5. Lee Kiernan and John Aslin, row 6. Rounding out the field, Michael Harris Jr. and Robert Olavason. We do have a safety car tonight. Hopefully we won't need it. We will see him at the competition caution. As you can see, the stands are packed as our truck series gets ready to line up for their field on their out lap coming to the grid. The winding S's, this is going to be a very fast and fun, furious section. Coming towards the end of the lap, heavy trucks, a whole lot of horsepower, skinny tires, and easy on the throttle is going to be the mode tonight. As we're coming up on the very last corner, pit entrance is a little tricky, as well as pit exit. So let's see, as Nicholas Aslin in the 48 brings us to the start-finish line. The field is on the 48 truck, the Pepsi of Nicholas Aslin, as we are green for round 7 of the Midwest Motorsports Truck Series.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Justin Thaler in the number 2 truck sneaks up around the outside of Dustin Reinstedel as we go through turn 1. Headed down the hill and then back up for turn 3 as Eric Thaler gets very sideways. Nicholas Aslin has pulled away from Justin as the whole field rounds out and around smooth. Everybody has made it through except we got a spinner back here. Who is that? John Aslin spins it around. Back up front, it's Nicholas Aslin, John Aslin's son. So we're headed through turn 7 and 8 now in the S's. Justin Thaler won here last season at this track. So I expect Justin Thaler to be on it. A very good road course driver as well. Eric Thaler in the 15. Midwest Motorsports truck looking good with Trevor McLaughlin right behind him in the 99 Ghost energy drink truck. Here's Colin Huffman in the number 52. I think he's got some chrome numbers on here. Colin Huffman having a good showing early in the race. P8 right now, 8th place. Looks like Colin has worked on the paint job on that truck, and he's looking good tonight. You can see the exhaust flames as he lifts off the throttle. Early in the race, we'll see if Colin can move that truck up inside the top 5 as he's already up to number 8. Back up front, Justin Thaler putting the pressure on. Nicholas Aslan will ride with Justin. As he comes through the S's, you can see the elevation change. Now it flattens out before the very fast turn 10 on the curbing to help the truck rotate. Easy on the throttle. Hard braking zone for the 180. Nicholas Aslan puts the power down and pulls away from Justin as we come around to finish the second lap and start the third lap. Blind corner up the hill. Turn 2. Ooh, Justin carries a lot of speed in the middle of corner 2. Nicholas Aslan sets up on the entry, and Justin Thaler seems to accelerate on the exit as Nicholas Aslan controls the rear end of that car with the throttle. Headed through turn 4 now, over the rumple strips. We're using the NASCAR course, so we skipped the carousel down past the drag strip and rejoined the full circuit through the S's one more time. Dustin Reinsettle and the Corey Heim number 11. Still within reach of the front 2. Dustin Reinsettle, very serious competitor, always in the battle for the race win. Still within contact of the front 2 cars, trucks. When will Justin Thaler make the move? Don't forget, we are going to stop at lap 8 for a competition caution. As John Aslan comes in the pit to do some repairs, I believe. Tough break for that. Robert Sanders is signed in but missing. Oh, he's on the track. We'll catch up with Robert Sanders. There he is, the psychedelic. Number 6 has made it to the track. Good to see you. Glad you're out here. When will Justin Thaler make his move? Is he going to stay patient, or is he going to push the issue? That number 2 truck. Back to the RFK fan, Brad Keselowski, Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, big Ford fanatic. As he goes off-roading, he has 2 tires in the dirt. We'll see if the new iRacing update that has an effect, that run through the grass there, has an effect on the handling. So you go in the cockpit now, Justin Thaler. iRacing has an update this week that changed some tire models and also dirt on the course and on the tires, affecting the grip to be more realistic. So as these guys go off-road and get dirt on the tires, you can see Justin has to be really careful, even on exit there, as the truck got really loose, hanging onto it. He's now lost some ground that he had made up. Nicholas Aslan pulls away. We'll see if Dustin Reinstedel makes any ground. We can watch Justin Thaler now as we're riding in the cockpit with Dustin Reinstedel. Just over his right shoulder through turn 1 and 2. Dustin nice and smooth. Almost no counter steering on the exit, keeping the tires in good shape. As he gets the truck rotated early through turn 3, now headed down the chute to turn 4. Let's see how far off track he goes. 2 wheels up on the curb, no big deal. Avoiding any off tracks. Trying to get a 0 incident points for a bonus at the end of the race. Top 3 about a second apart. Now we're riding with Eric Thaler, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, as he is closing in on Ian Silva just up ahead. And Travis Jones as well. Eric Thaler sliding that truck through turn 10. Ian Silva in the 51 closes in on Travis Jones under braking, as these 3 are having a good battle as well. This is for 4th, 5th, and 6th on your screen. We are now on YouTube for the first time in a live race. No more of the other streaming gaming channel. They couldn't handle the greatness of Midwest Motorsports. So we are streaming now on YouTube. Welcome to everybody who's new to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe while you're here. It's the best way to show your appreciation for us. Ian Silva closes in on Travis Jones. Travis Jones gets wheel spin. Can Ian Silva close in? Right on the rear bumper now. Riding with Ian Silva in the 51 truck has a little bit of distance. Travis Jones got really slideways, I like to say, coming out of turn 7, headed towards the S's. Now here's turn 10, and looks like Ian Silva's lost some more ground as the top 3 are in the pits. Let's see if anybody stays out. Travis Jones stays out. As he spins it, Travis Jones goes around in turn 10, a little half spin there. Eric Thaler comes in. A couple of guys stay out. Top 3 and Eric Thaler come in to get fuel. Top off with fuel. They're going to be able to go longer as we are coming to the competition caution, and that brings out the safety car. Our race director, Josh Watt, in the Ford Mustang GT3 Dark Horse, gathers up the field. Ian Silva racks in behind it, and everybody stays out except those 4. All right. Josh Watt saying hello to us. So we will see as the safety car gets the field under control. Robert Sanders, Lee Kieran, and Tyler Short also stop. So we have 7 trucks that came in for a pit stop to top off on fuel before the competition caution. So now anybody that's still on the track that did not pit, still going to have to split the race. Maybe they can split it with 1 stop to the end. But I believe it's going to take 2 stops from here. So they might be able to make it on just one stop. But when they do stop, Ian Silva decides to come in. Let's see who else. Trevor McLaughlin stays out. So my guess is Trevor is going to try to do it on one stop naturally. He's going to come in first. Justin Thaler is the first of the stoppers, and he's back up to second. So that means everybody else between them came in. They waited till after the caution. So the pit lane never closed. Those guys that were in the battle, Travis Jones was in 5th, I believe. Maybe even 4th. Ian Silva. Brandon Cotton was having a good run. Now working his way out of the pits. So we'll see how it plays out. You can make it in one stop naturally, considering the caution, the size of the fuel tank allows you to stop once. The difference now is that they were able to do it under yellow. Trevor McLaughlin's going to have to pit under green flag conditions. So while everybody was doing their laps, there's John Astlin getting a wave around for the lucky dog. That's why John is able to go around everybody. Even though he's a lap down, he's now going to get a wave by the safety car. He's going to be able to catch up to the back of the field. He's going to go flat out, and hopefully, I don't know if he's going to be able to catch up to the whole field by the time we go green, but he's going to try. We might catch up to him before John catches up to the back of the field, because I believe we're going to go green this time by. So Trevor McLaughlin is going to have to pit under green flag conditions. I don't think anybody can make it to the end from here, so everybody's going to need one more stop. The difference is Justin Thaler is going to need, well, everybody that has stopped is going to need less fuel. So Trevor McLaughlin's going to have to take a full tank. Everybody that stopped now only needs about 23 laps of fuel. And we are back under green. We'll see that play out in real time. It's actually a lot simpler than I tried to explain it, but it'll all make sense here as Trevor McLaughlin is leading the field. Good to see that 99 truck out front, over-deserved. Trevor is due for a good run. Looks like Eric Thaler's making a move on Travis Jones. Travis Jones trying to make a move back, as those guys did come into pit and they caught back up to the top 5. So that's Eric Thaler got a couple positions in the pit lane by pitting one lap before Ian Silva, Travis Jones, but they resumed their battle as everybody now has made one stop except for Trevor McLaughlin. Trevor Mack leading the field. Let's see if Justin Thaler wants to put pressure on him or if he's going to wait till the pit stop and then try to make it back around in front of Trevor. But right now, the Ghost Energy Drink 99 is leading the field as the top three trucks. 4 now. Nicholas Astlin goes from the lead. Justin Thaler and Dustin Reinstedt will beat Nicholas Astlin out of the pits. So again, the 2 and the 11 past the 48. They need to buy their pit crew a beer after the race because they were able to assume the lead. As now we go on board with Dustin Reinstedt as we watch Justin Thaler try to make the pass on Trevor McLaughlin. They go side by side into turn 4, and Dustin Reinstedt is going to get around as well. As we're 3 wide coming out of turn 4, headed down to turn 7. Nicholas Astlin inside Trevor McLaughlin. Eric Thaler gets a little sideways coming into the S's. as we're now into my favorite section of the track. The rhythm section takes throttle control, smooth steering to maximize your speed. As we have a new leader, the number 2 truck of Justin Thaler leads the way for the first time tonight. Justin Thaler is the CEO of Midwest Motorsports. In my opinion, he has the coolest windshield visor decal. Current, Dustin Reinstedt's got one as well. As we watch Dustin and now Justin leading the way, looking back at the whole field and the sold-out crowd in the grandstands. Everybody cheering Justin Thaler on as he leads the race. Now can Dustin Reinsteddt on the 11 make a move? He's going to be patient. He's not going to force it. Do not count the 48 of Nicholas Aslan out yet. He's still here. Eric Thaler's a little farther behind, getting pressure from Trevor McLaughlin, who's getting pressure from Travis Jones. You see Travis Jones goes in the inside now, coming in to turn 11. Past the pit entrance, Eric Thaler sliding it all the way around, as well as Trevor McLaughlin. Ian Silva gets by as well. I think these guys must have taken tires. Trevor McLaughlin might be on old tires as Travis Jones on the outside of turn 1. Ian Silva now takes advantage of Travis Jones lifting for Eric as we go too wide through turn number 2. Ian Silva on the outside, Travis Jones doing a great job of truck control, keeping it on the inside to go too wide through turn 2 at Sonoma Raceway. That doesn't happen very often. Great driving by these Midwest Motorsports truck guys, showing their skill and their rigs at home, having a good time. I hope you're smiling. I sure am. Great racing tonight. It doesn't stop. Lots of racing left. Working lap 13. Nicholas Aslan putting pressure on Dustin Reinstedtl into turn 11. Those tire barriers move in real life. In iRacing, they do not. Nicholas Aslan puts a move on Dustin Reinstedtl. Nicholas Aslan did some road series racing with us on Tuesday nights. And maybe that road racing has paid off. Nicholas Aslan doing a great job as he gets by our points leader, Dustin Reinstedtl. Nicholas Aslan puts in a bid for his championship run. Awesome racing here. This is what we're used to seeing in the Midwest Motorsports Series. We're glad you're with us. Nicholas Aslan showing how he put the truck on pole. I keep saying car, we know it's a truck. But your pole sitter is the 48. And he is showing why. As he reels Justin Thaler in, pulling away from Dustin Reinstedtl. Again, Dustin Reinstedtl is your points leader. Nicholas Aslan was upside down last week in his truck on the Oval Series, but a new race, new time. His crew boys at the shop have put his truck back together, and he looks all good. As we're catching up to John Aslan, did not make it all the way around before the start. And these guys, the leaders, are coming up on him as he pulls over to let him go. Thanks a lot, John. We appreciate you, sir. Doing a great job of staying out of the way of the leaders, letting everybody go. That's real sportsmanship. We appreciate it. John Aslan, letting everybody go. Back up front, Nicholas Aslan continues to put on the pressure. As we watch them come around to turn 4, Nicholas Aslan right on the bumper now. Can he put pressure on Justin to make a mistake? We saw Nicholas earlier hard on the corner entry and loses a little bit on exit, but now staying with Justin as they go through the S's. Headed up to turn 10. No downshift, just a hard lift, maybe some brakes. They're now into turn 11, hard on the braking. As the top 3, nose to tail, you could put a blanket over all 3 trucks. We can watch Ian Silva put pressure on Eric Thaler as Travis Jones has lost some ground. But the battle for 4th between the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, Eric Thaler, in the 15, and Ian Silva in the 51. Looking on the outside, Eric Thaler covers him. One corner entry, and now they roll through turn 3, down to turn 4. Barely missing the wall. Through turn 7, past the rejoin. Into the S as we go one more time. Brandon Cotton in the number 5, chasing Robert Sanders in the psychedelic number 6. Robert Sanders is currently second in points. That's why I was curious about his starting position. If they've caught up to Trevor McLaughlin. I expect to see Trevor about halfway, so 22 to 23 laps. Brandon Cotton in the all green number 5. This is the battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th. Tyler Short is in the pit lane. Looks like he accrued some damage. Can Robert Sanders, who has stopped, can you put pressure on Trevor McLaughlin? I believe Trevor's still on old tires. Robert Sanders using all of the track on the chute and the curbs. Gets a little sideways. Hang on to it, Robert. This truck's not as easy to drive as you might think. These Midwest Motorsports truck drivers make it look easy. It is not. They have their very unique characteristics of the Craftsman truck and the iRacing platform. These guys are making it look easy. So Robert Sanders takes an alternate line on entry, trying to cross over on the exit Let's see if he can get a run. Trevor McLaughlin gets a good run on the exit. And Robert back to the same place he was. Let's see if he does the same thing. Slinging it in to turn 3 and counter steering on the exit. 4-wheel drift around every corner. Robert Sanders does not hold back on the road courses. Using the full width of the track on corner entry at turn 7 and slinging it again. And now he's going to have to lose a position to Brandon Cotton. He recognizes that Brandon had a run on him. Nice move. Great car control by Robert to let him by as well. Let's see if we can watch that again. So we go back to the replay booth. Robert Sanders gets it sideways. We'll watch from here. Again, Robert Sanders using left of line and gets on the power really hard, sideways, slings it, gathers it back up, knows he has lost the run. Brandon Cotton being held up, and that's how Robert Sanders says, okay, I get it, Brandon. I know I'm holding you up. Trevor's up ahead. I'll let you try to get around him. Let's see if he can do it. Brandon Cotton now has a little bit of catching up to do. In the green, number 5. No change up front. Not going to let you miss anything. Watching Brandon Cotton now pull away from Robert Sanders. Can he catch the 99 of Trevor McLaughlin? Trevor Mack up in Canada. We see everybody out there on YouTube land. Sorry, I was just now checking in. Jason Phillips, we miss you, buddy. I thought you'd be doing good on the road course. Let's see you missed it tonight. Well, we noticed you missing. I think you would have given these guys a run for their money, as I don't recognize that truck. Who's that? Was that Lee? Lee Kiernan in the number 10 truck. Thanks for pulling over to let the leaders go. Very respectful racing there by the number 10. We miss you, Jason. We'll catch you on the next race, buddy. I'm pretty sure you'd be up here battling with Justin, Nicholas, and Dustin. They're coming up on Michael Harris in the 40 truck, I believe. Nope, that's Robert Olabison in the 22. Doing his best to get out of the way. Just pulls over, lets everybody go. Thanks, Robert. Everybody's clear. Can Dustin Reinstedel take advantage of that? I don't think he's going to do Nicholas that dirty. Getting around the 22. I think Dustin has enough respect for Nicholas to recognize that. But now we're racing again now. All bets are off. We're clear. Let's go racing. These top 3 are just having an awesome battle. So right now the pits are looking like everybody came in at the competition caution, which was lap 8. except for Trevor McLaughlin in the 99. So Trevor McLaughlin, as he gets around Lee Kiernan, Trevor McLaughlin's going to stop about halfway. Trevor thinks he can make it in one stop without stopping at the comp caution. So Trevor McLaughlin's going to come in lap 23 or 22, which is any minute now. This lap or next lap, Trevor thinks he can do it with one stop. Everybody else came in at halfway. Justin Thaler was able to jump Nicholas Aslan on exit of the pits. So these guys stopped at lap 8, and they'll just need one more stop. The question is, do you go all the way to the end of your tank and run on light tanks? My guess is they took tires also, so they can not take tires on the pit, or did they? Is somebody going to take a chance and take tires? I think this is a high tire wear track. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is versus taking tires. I know Trevor's going to have to take tires. The difference is Trevor McLaughlin is going to take tires under green flag conditions where these guys are going to be going full speed. Where these guys were able to come in and get fuel, top off at lap 8. As Trevor McLaughlin is in the pits, Trevor McLaughlin comes in. It's the money stop for Trevor McLaughlin's pit crew. The battle for the lead is heating up. So now these guys can go 8 more laps, so we're looking at 15 or so. 15 to go will be the end of the pit window. So anytime between now and 15 to go is going to be the pit stop for these leaders. Unfortunately, Trevor Mack is probably going to get past here. No, he's out of the pits and back on track, so he did not take tires. Trevor McLaughlin with a 15-second stop. And those guys did not. Nicholas Aslan took tires at the comp caution. So that is how Dustin and Justin got around Nicholas on the comp caution, which means at the end of the race, Nicholas Aslan is going to have a tire advantage. We'll see if that makes a difference. Back to the leaders. Jason Phillips said he would have taken tires. Well, Nicholas Aslan likes your strategy, Jason. Unfortunately, Justin and Dustin did not take tires. So let's see if Trevor McLaughlin can get back up. Now, to his credit, Trevor was running, I believe, 7th at the time the comp caution came out. So anything ahead of 7th is a plus for Trevor. Are you a betting man or woman? Who's your money on? The two, Justin Thaler, Nicholas Aslan, the pole sitter with new tires, 8 laps fresher tires than everybody else. Could it be your points leader, Dustin Reinstedel? Who you got your money on? Let me know. So close for these guys. Eric Thaler still being chased by Ian Silva. Fortunately, Walker McNulty had to work some overtime tonight. And you can see the marbles building up on the exit of turn 11. That's pretty cool. And there's a pass for the lead. Nicholas Aslan takes over. Let's see if we can find out how he did it. Looks like the exit of turn 11. Maybe the entry. Oh, going around the lapper. Here we are. This was just the previous lap. Nicholas Aslan in the 48. They're coming up on some trucks pitting. As he's already in the braking zone, I don't think the lap truck had anything to do with it. He gets all the way out of the way. Nicholas Aslan jumps out and under braking gets alongside Justin Thaler. Justin Thaler fights back. They come across the line. They almost touch into turn 1. Justin Thaler has to give it up. And Nicholas Aslan, could tires be the move of the night? We'll see if he can maintain that lead. So we go back to live pictures, and he is pulled away. Justin Thaler chooses now to pit. And Nicholas Aslan, hard under braking, loses a little ground there. Dustin Reinstedel keeps it tight on the line. But Justin Thaler comes in for this pit stop. Is he going to take tires this time? We will find out. And let's see if I can get some help here in the booth. Walker McNulty, again, had to work some overtime. I think we got Ant Castor at the booth. Ant, it's James. You got me?
Hey, I got you, man.
All right. Thanks for joining me, man. I was a little bit lonely in here, of course, doing the best we can. But, man, thanks for joining me. You've been able to watch. Saw you chatting on the YouTube stream a little bit. What have you missed, man? You want to tell us your thoughts on the race so far?
Man, that 48 has a heck of a truck here tonight. He's putting down some fast laps and holding the 2 on us for most of the race. So pretty good to see Nick having a strong run out here. I missed the pit cycles. Did he take tires that first time through?
He did. He took 4 tires the first time through in the competition caution from the lead. So let's see if that plays a factor into Justin and Dustin's. As Dustin Reinstedel now dives in the pit lane, we'll see if they take tires. Justin is on his way out with a 14-second stop, so maybe just 2 for Justin.
14 second. I'd say that's all 4.
Okay, so he took 4 at the halfway point. All right, it's for his 1 stop. That means Nicholas might not take tires. Can Nicholas go all the way? We'll see if he takes tires also.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting strategy. I'd like to see if the fall off of his tires by the time Justin's warm up, what the difference is there in times. We're still waiting on Nick to pit one more time, correct?
Correct. Nicholas needs to pit anytime between now and lap 15, I believe, is the outside of his pit window.
Man, these guys are putting on a show here tonight. That's it's been some great racing. Yeah, I mean, anywhere you look. Robert Sanders is wheeling it like a madman going down through those corners, seeing that wheel sawing left, right. It just goes to show these trucks are really a handful at any of these road courses, especially one where you throw a lot of left, right corners in.
Correctly, a mostly oval series. These trucks were designed to run on the ovals, track bar, etc., solid rear axle. So road courses are definitely a handful. These Midwest Motorsports truck guys are making it look easy, but definitely cream rises to the top as Dustin Reinstedel, after making his pit stop, a little farther behind Justin than when they came in, but coming around the 52 truck is Dustin Reinstedel on the inside at turn 11. You can see the tire buildup on the outside of the track. That looks really awesome. Is it in the game as well, in the world, or is it just a graphic update?
Oh, it's in the game. If they get into those marbles, they're not turning; they're going straight. So they got to watch what line they take as the race progresses.
All right. Well, we missed it, but Nicholas Aslan did come in for a stop, and he's out. And Justin Thaler's ahead.
Whoa!
So, and Nicholas took tires, 15-second stop for Nicholas. So we're on the same tires. Justin Taylor, I thought with traffic and everything, Justin might not be able to come out of the pits in front of Nicholas, but he did it. He got through traffic as fast as Nicholas was getting around the track without traffic. There's another coming up on Brandon Cotton, who has not made his pit stop yet. He came in at the comp caution. So my guess is Brandon will be pitting this time or next. And then that will cycle back to Justin Taylor in the lead of the race, as Brandon Cotton stays out. He is the natural leader. Nicholas Aslan dives on the inside. This is where he passed Justin earlier. Is Brandon Cotton in the 5 truck going to be a pick? Nicholas Aslan makes his move for the lead. He's on the pole. He had the lead earlier. He wants it back. Justin Taylor's not going to force the issue. They're coming up on the 5 truck, who is the leader of the race. He doesn't have to pull over. We got a race, man. Here comes Justin back on the inside, the crossover. And now this fighting is allowed. 11 of Dustin Reinstedt will come back up to the fight. Side by side, they touch. Door bang and into turn 3. Dustin Reinstedt looking to take advantage. Inside of Nicholas Aslan down to turn 4. Does he go deep in the brakings? Dust flying up. As you can see, the lack of grip on off the racing line. And Nicholas Aslan holds on to second place, but just barely. 15 laps to go. I'm ready for some more of this.
Wow. Yeah, these guys, you don't get this kind of racing in the GT4s, the choppy door slamming, going through the corners kind of. They try to keep it neat because you want to fold fenders, but these guys are really putting it all on the line right now.
We have put a poll up for our YouTube subscribers. The poll is, who's going to win the race? One of these 3, as Dustin Reinstedt knocks on the back bumper of Nicholas Aslan and lets him know he's here. And that allows Justin Taylor to pull away just a little bit.
I kind of wonder if Nick might have overheated his tires on his outlap, and he's just trying to cool them down a little here.
He might. That's a hard thing to do on a road course, especially when you have pressure in front and from behind. Dustin Reinstedt, your points leader's not going to want to let this go, as he's looking left, looking right, trying to find into the braking zone, turn 4.
Whoa!
Nicholas Aslan goes wide. There goes Nicholas Aslan's 0X, and Dustin Reinstedt gets by. For P2, Justin Taylor loves what he sees in his mirror.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Nick overheated those tires. He was going down to that corner, and he just could not stop. Definitely got some heat in those things.
What a race, man. What a race. This is what we see every week in the Truck Series. This time we're on a road course, and they're still putting on a show for you guys. This is the battle for the lead. We're also having a great battle here between Ian Silva and Eric Thaler. These 2 guys have been glued together since the drop of the green flag. And Ian Silva dives on the inside. Eric Thaler lights up the rear wheels coming out of the turn. And Ian Silva with a little bit more speed. Can he carry that speed into turn 1? Eric Thaler cuts him off. Ian Silva's not up to his bumper yet, but looking aggressive as the godfather of Midwest Motorsports in the 15, under pressure now.
Oh.
We got a spinner. Was that Olavison?
Yeah, Olavison.
Yeah, I think he was
a bad place.
Go.
Yeah, that's a bad place to spin. A lot of blind corners there. Hey, Ian Silva's another one. He's keeping Eric honest, man. One slip up, and Ian's going to put that nose in there. Just there, locking up the brakes. He's really applying the pressure on him.
Yes, Eric Taylor's not going to get away without a fight. As we go back live, Ian Silva through the S's now. Can he make a move? Riding with Eric. Let's see if we can get Ian. Where's he going to do it? Under braking here. Into turn 11, he pops out.
Oh!
Defend. Right in the middle of the track. Good job defending. by Eric Thaler. Ian Silva not going to let that go. No change up front. They're about a second apart, so we're not going to let you miss anything for the lead. Can Ian Silva gather it back up and make another charge? Where is Eric vulnerable? That's what Ian Silva's been planning this whole entire race, as these two, again, have been racing since the beginning. This is the battle for fourth, the best of the rest. As they go around Lee Kieran, thanks, Lee, for letting everybody go.
Man, it's almost like Silva's just sizing up Eric to see where he can make this pass. Whether it's the last lap, if he has to bump him going down into the final corner, or put a nose in there, or coming up the S-bends after the oh,
he goes
did I
off.
say that? Yeah,
It's gonna hurt. The broad
yeah.
first.
Yeah, well, he's got 10 more laps to catch back up. He's been applying pressure constantly, so he should be able to close that gap.
We'll see if he can reel him back in. He's got to clear the dirt off of his tires. How long do you think that's going to take? 2 or 3 corners?
Yeah, I'd say half a lap.
Half a lap. Okay.
If he ain't running it like overly aggressively now to make up the time that he just lost, if he just keeps running his truck and doesn't overrun it, it should be about half a lap. He should start picking back up.
Right on.
Yeah, if you the last couple laps watching Ian Silva, like the rear end of his truck has been just so stable as opposed to Eric's. Eric's likes to whip out under throttle. Ian can control that rear end just a little bit better. So once he gets those tires cleaned up, he'll start making pace back up.
Coming up on 10 laps to go. He's got to do it. He's got to do it now. See, Ian Silva's best lap was a 18.333. Eric Thaler's fastest lap, 18.64. So he can do it. We know he's got the pace.
Ooh.
The battle for the lead is heating up.
Yeah, that 11's getting closer.
Dustin wants it. We'll see if it's Heim time before this night is over, as Dustin Reinstedel in the 11 has copied the Corey Heim paint scheme, but with a twist on it that cancer sucks. Did Justin hit the wall? I saw a little cloud of smoke there.
I mean, he could have just picked up some dust in there.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Some road dust.
Okay. Couldn't get it on the replay. It's all good.
You can't forget about that truck that's lurking there in the background, though. That 48, he must cool them tires down because he's right behind Dustin again.
He's not going anywhere. Dustin Reinstedel has the purple app.
Which if Justin's playing his cards right, he's probably backing Dustin up just a little bit to try and initiate a fight between those two.
Save a little tires while you can. Back him up into the 48 and let him worry about the battle behind him as much as the battle in front. 10 laps to go now. Coming up on 9 to go.
Yeah, Justin's gonna have to watch that last corner. If it comes down to it and one of those guys is as close as they have been, he might get a bump down there. That's he's losing a lot of speed on entry into that corner.
Nice job to pick that up. Can tell
check out that Eric Thaler Ian Silva battle.
It's heating up. Once again.
Yeah.
He's caught back up to him. So Ian Silva hauling the mail. He's got to be able to pass. He's not going to want to take him out. But something tells me Ian Silva, this is about bragging rights if you can get ahead of Eric. Eric goes wide, gets 2 wheels off.
Oh, wow.
Silva goes
that was
deep.
close.
Eric Thaler, I'm sure Eric is smiling ear to ear. I bet Ian is smiling as well as Eric goes way late, missed his apex. This is going to give Ian Silva a huge run down to turn 10. Can he carry it all the way through? into turn 11. He lifts a little bit to create the gap. Now let's see if he can get it back up. Nope, Eric has gathered it up. Ian Silva, super clean racer. You got to give it to him. Ian Silva, he runs the 51 because the 5 looks kind of like a S. So the SI in Ian Silva's last name is why he chose the 51. Thought that was kind of cool.
Oh man, there are too many battles in this race right now.
Dustin's right on the tail of the 2 again. And you're right, Nicholas Aslan's not going anywhere.
Yeah, you got the battle 1, 2, 3 all battling each other. 4th and 5th have been at each other basically the last 10, 15 laps. These guys are putting on a show, man. I wish we could do multiple screens for this because there's just so much to show.
We do. We need a split screen to show these 2 battles. I'm showing 6 cars on the lead lap right now. Trucks, I should say. So do you know how many truck races the NASCAR series has had at Sonoma? Ant, little.
I'm gonna say 15.
Close. They've had 5 races, 1995 to 98, and then they came back in 2022.
They should come back here. It puts on a pretty good. Well, at least in the sim, it puts on a pretty good show.
We're seeing a show tonight worthy of the top series in NASCAR Craftsman trucks. Today's of the road course ringer. We got Ron Hornaday, then Dave Resendez, Joe Ruttman, and Boris Said.
Oh, that looks like Dustin Reinstedtle's in the defense now. Nick Aslan is right on his bumper.
It's exactly what Justin Thaler wanted.
Oh, it'd be interesting to see if he sets up a pass here going into the tight corner here at the end.
Hang on to it, Nick. We're coming up. This is turn 10, the right-hander, and then the hardest braking zone where Nicholas has been fast. Dustin has been right on the apex, though. Never missed. Not this lap. But they are right there. Nicholas Aslan locked on the left on the exit. As they space back out, Nicholas Aslan is right there. Ooh, wow. In the middle of the corner.
Wow.
Nicholas Aslan just rolled to the center of that corner, didn't he?
Yeah. He wasn't letting him get away.
Oh, Dustin Reinstedtle lights up the rears. Headed down to the short chute. Here we go. Into the S's one more time with 6 to go. Throw a blanket on him. Dustin Reinstettle's got no love on the pole. Nicholas Aslan and Dustin Reinstedtle. I'm sorry. Nicholas Aslan and Justin Thaler are ahead in the pole right now. Ooh, Dustin Reinstedtle gets it sideways. Is this be the 48's looking for? The 48's been patient. I don't think he's going to take out the 11. Nicholas has done really well in the road series. Last season's road series champion, by the way, I believe. Nope, that was Ian. Sorry about that. Nicholas does have a trophy by his name in the chat, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was the truck series champion last season.
Last season's truck champion, that's right.
Now, the question is, James, if you're in third place, is second worth putting a bumper to somebody?
I think Nick Iceland has too much respect for Dustin. He's not going to do him dirty, but he's not going to go easy on him either.
True. I mean,
if he gets position on him, I think if he gets a bumper on him, he'll take it and door bang. But I don't think he's just going to go dive bombing in, taking everybody out. I could be wrong. You know?
These guys are all close. The 11, 48, the 15 and 51 are still fighting back there. That one's going to go all the way to the end from the looks of it.
Oh, yeah, Ian Silva gets under Eric Thaler now as they go side by side through and across the start-finish line. Ian Silva got him in the braking zone of turn 11 with 4 laps to go now. Ian Silva has moved up to P4. Let's see if he can pull away from Eric. Let's see, they both... Oh no, Eric Thaler did not take tires. The 8-second stop for Eric Thaler. He took him at the comp caution, but did not take tires at the natural caution. I'm sorry, at the regular stop.
Whoa.
And he locks him up. Eric Thaler has heated up his tires, and Ian Silva now is able to pull away.
Bit of a shakeup here in the lead. Well, for the lead, that looks like Nick Aslan might have overbroke.
Yeah, no.
Ended up losing the lead pack there.
Yep, he did. What happened to the 48?
Yeah, heading up the S's, and it just looks like he put the brakes on, and it went sideways. Fortunately, he's able to collect it pretty quickly, but that kind of took him out of that battle.
Little half spin. We'll watch it again. So they're through turn 2, on their way into turn 3, down the hill, the braking. Yep, on entry. Nick Aslan has been, that was all about the corner entry and just over-rotated on entry. Nick Aslan has been very aggressive on the entry, corner entry. This is another example. So we can watch him come over the crest at turn 2, driving into turn 3 hard, and just, I don't know, did he get 2 wheels off? Nope. Did he get 2 wheels off here? No, just...
I think he just unsettled the truck.
Yep.
Got a little heavy on the brakes, and the back end of the truck wanted to say hi to the front end.
Yes, it did. Wanted to outrace. You wanted to get there. Well, that's it for the 48 for the win. Still holding on to a podium, though. So we're back up now for the lead. With 2 to go, coming to the white flag. Justin Thaler, can he hold off Dustin Reinstedel? The battle for the lead heats up.
Oh, this would be an interesting one.
Here they go. Dustin Reinstedel, half a second faster that last lap. Ian Silva has pulled 5 seconds on Eric Thaler. So the battle for the lead with 2 to go. The class of the field tonight in the Road Course Series. Justin Thaler and Dustin Reinstedel. Into turn 11 for the second to last time. Across the line, taking the white.
Here we go.
Final lap underway. Almost a second now for your leader, Justin Thaler. Dustin Reinstedel is going to have to really work for this one. Could this be a breakthrough win for our buddy Justin Thaler? the CEO of Midwest Motorsports.
Ooh. Be interesting to see. Dustin's been able to close the gap going down into these S-bends the last
Yes,
couple
he is.
times. We'll see.
He did it again. This is the last opportunity for him.
Oh, wow.
He's on him. Oh, is he going to do it? He's got some speed. Can he carry that speed through the S's and into turn 10? And then finally turn 11. Here we go. The long run down to turn 10 and into turn 11. Justin Thaler, Dustin's not going to take him out, but Justin Thaler cannot afford a mistake, and no mistakes for the number 2 truck. Justin Thaler coming to the flag. Checkered flag for Justin Thaler in the number 2 truck. He's got it. Oh, you can breathe. Justin Thaler, you can unclench your butt cheeks. You have won the race. Congratulations. Nicholas Asselin comes across third. Dustin Reinstead will be happy with second. Good job maintaining his points lead. But your race winner is Justin Thaler. We'll get to talk to him in a second. And thanks for joining me, man. Stick around for the interviews. I hope we get to talk to all 3 drivers.
I gotta bounce. I gotta get ready for work, man.
All right. Well, I guess I'll let you go.
right.
Thanks for joining me, man. You made it a lot of fun. I'm glad you got to see it with me. Thanks a lot. And
Thanks for having me, and good job, truck drivers, man. You guys put on a heck of a show for everybody on our first truck series broadcast on YouTube. So, great job, guys. We'll look forward to next week out at Kentucky.
yeah, don't forget the Cup Series Sunday night. We'll look for you to win there, Ant. Good luck.
Yeah. I'll see you guys then. Bye.
All right. That's Ant Caster, your host for the Cool Down Lap Monday nights. Cool Down Lap podcast. Right now, it's all Justin Thaler. JT for the win. Bear with me 1 second while Justin does some burnouts. I hope. There he goes. Light him up, Justin. Or not. I'm going to do a burnout against the wall. Light him up. Everybody else comes in. I'm going to try to grab some interviews here, so bear with me while Justin kicks the tires and lights the fires. Justin Thaler doing burnouts on the start-finish line. So nice win for Justin Thaler. After a long battle the entire race with the top 3, Justin Thaler comes in at the competition caution and comes out with the lead after not taking tires. As we have Nicholas Asselin in position 3, finishes it off. Hey, Nicholas, it's James in the booth. You got me?
I got you.
Man, I know third place isn't exactly what you wanted after the awesome lap time in qualifying, but still a hard-fought battle back and forth with the top 3. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, I never thought I would say I was disappointed finishing third in a truck road course race. I was just really happy to be in contention, be up there for the win before I made that last mistake at the end. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I've come very, very far with the road course stuff in general, but really just with the trucks today. I know last year I put in so much practice for this race. I literally didn't run a single lap here until like afternoon when I got home, and was really surprised with how much speed I had. I just wish it was a little more consistent. But nonetheless, I'll take a third place at a road course.
Heck yeah, that was a great race, man. It looked like it was a lot of fun. And did you plan on coming in the competition caution?
Oh yeah.
strategy
Yeah.
goes?
Yeah, I think that was the same strategy we did last year at Sonoma, last year at Watkins Glen. I think it just gives you the best chance to still kind of stay up front. And I mean, I don't know exactly what Justin and Dustin did. I don't think they took tires at the comp.
Nope.
But I did. Obviously, that cost me track position, but I really wanted to be on a little more offense there, even though it is kind of hard to make some passes here. But like I said, just being a little more consistent is really what I feel like would have gotten me the win today. I feel like I had that good single lap speed, but never was really, lap in, lap out, consistent, clean laps.
Well, it's hard to do it when you got the 11 right behind you, the 2 right behind you, and then also chasing them. It looked like you were popping out a little bit, trying to think about making your move, but at the end of the day, you ran out of time and just pushing it that little bit on corner entry at turn 3. Is that what happened, or was it a brake bias thing maybe, where you
Oh
were just
man,
biased through the race?
I had been running third gear through there all race just because it was more stable. And I don't know, just at that point in the race, then being right behind and trying to push, I just forgot to upshift to third, and I had been running third gear through there the whole race, and I was in second going through there, so it just caught me off guard, got a little loose in the elevation change there. I hate that I got a 2x off of that. I feel like last year in this race, I spun off of the kink corner coming to the hairpin, and I mean, I literally spun more than I did there than I did here, and I didn't get a 0x last year. It was almost kind of like deja vu, just different part on the track. I think like 3 laps to go. I did that last year, and I think like 3 laps to go, I did it again this year. But yeah, just a little mistake trying to push hard at the end, and just forgot to upshift to the gear I had been running through there all race.
All good. Well, don't beat yourself up. Your third podium of the season. Still a lot of racing left to go. So congrats on another podium. At least this time you weren't on your lid during the race.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Congrats, Nicholas, on another great podium for you. Third place tonight at the road course. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. That's Nicholas Aslan, your third place finisher. After that, we got Dustin Reinstettel in the 11 truck, your points leader, and second place, one step away from the top step of the podium, Dustin, but still a great show, man. Looks like you were having a lot of fun in that battle for all 45 laps.
Yes, sir. I started laughing in the last corner. I was going to try to run it just a little bit wide and then try to get a run just to make it look good. There was no getting around JT without trying to throw something in somewhere, and I got a lot more respect for him than to do anything like that. So, I mean, I know dive bombing's like part of it, but definitely not to my buddy. So outside of that, I mean, it was really hard to pass here, especially at the front. So it was kind of just try to beat them or hope they mess up somewhere. But yeah, I actually got in the marbles, so that's new. And the truck just didn't hook up whenever I started to hit the gas where I usually do, and it just it kind of just stayed straight in the middle of the corner, even with the wheel crank to the right. So it was good, a great battle. As soon as we were coming back into turn 1 after the checkered flag, I told JT how much fun that was, because I used to just come out here and try to get 4th or 5th and keep a 0x, and now I'm looking at the leader's bumper the whole race, so it's a lot more fun. So credit to the Tuesday Road Series for that one.
You took the words out of my mouth, man. Right on. Sure, the car handles a little different than your Mercedes AMG, but the truck looks like it was a lot of fun out there, man. You're wheeling it. Another strong finish to your championship run, man. You're going to maintain the lead. And just like I said, I was going to mention the Road Series, but another great win. You want to tell me about the Cancer Sucks paint you got on your Corningheim there?
Yes, sir. As always, got the Cancer Sucks logo on there somewhere. Just in honor of my mom for passing away in January from throat cancer. So always happy to have her on here and get her some stream time and broadcast time. So always good to get an interview with that on the car.
Heck yeah. we think about you, man. I know it's tough when anybody goes through that, man, but it definitely takes a lot of strength for everybody involved. And glad that she was able to help you get another strong finish in the podium tonight.
Yes, sir. Told everybody we spent, quite a few days in the hospital and everything happened. As soon as we got home, I hopped in I think it was a cup race. Had to listen to Anthony talk the whole time, but that's what it's all about. These guys are like my family, and that's why I show up every day to race.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we're glad you're here, Dustin. It was awesome. Awesome racing with you, man, and an awesome paint showing your honor for the ones we love, man. You're never far away from us, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot, Dustin. Congrats on a great win.
Thank you, James. I do want to give a shout out to Trevor being the other 0X. So congrats, Trevor. Good, clean racing today.
Nice. Trevor went alternate strategy tonight. Didn't work out for him, but 0X bonus points are going to help him out.
Yes, sir.
For you too, man. Congrats. Your points leader, Dustin Reinstead, will finish the second tonight. And we're going to come back stronger next week. And we got the winner, Justin Thaler. After doing burnouts, he still got the marbles and the tire dust. Has the smoke cleared from inside that cockpit yet, Justin?
It's pretty smoky in here.
That's right. Well, it's a smile left your face, man. Congrats on a great win tonight.
Yeah, thank you. It was hard. It was rough. It was a workout the whole time.
You had to earn it. You and Nicholas Aston were going at it. Then you overtook him when he took tires in the pits. Were you surprised to come out of the pits and he was still sitting there?
Not really. I figured he was gonna take tires again. I didn't take any on at that comp. I just wanted to get the track position and do my best to just kind of maintain that race and keep the pack behind me, because it is difficult to defend there. So it's easier to make time up through the pit lanes with throwing something different strategy wise at it. Excuse me. Than doing it, especially here. It's the competition is so tight, and it's gotten even better as the seasons have gone on with our competitors, where there's a lot of fast guys on road courses. So tires weren't too bad, so I was able to hold on a little bit, and then I took tires, and he was just coming out as I was coming up the hill there, so I knew it was going to be a little hard, but boy, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm sure you were sweating. I was sweating up here in the booth. Ant stopped by and joined me for a little bit. We were both on the edge of our seat as you and Dustin and Nicholas were going back and forth and side by side through the start-finish line. I thought you might have tapped the inside wall there coming across the start-finish line as well. Maybe it was just some dust, but
no, on the opening lap I did. I clipped it somehow.
Yeah.
Then when we went in for the comp, I had like over 2 minutes of repairs, but the steering felt fine. Everything felt fine. So, once we got out of it, I figured I'll just go ahead and use up my fast repair, as we come to that final stop of the race. So when I clipped that on the opening lap, I was like, well, no point in really caring about track limits now. So, no bonus on the table after that. So I figured just try and go for it.
Let her rip, Tater Chip. That's the strategy that worked tonight, man. Congrats, your second podium of the season. I guess if the duels count, they should. They don't count for points, but it's all good. We're off to Kentucky next week. Back on the ovals. Anything can happen, but yeah, you should savor this win, Justin. You had to earn it. They were never more than a bumper away from you, and you were the one that come out on top, man. Congrats on a great race tonight, Justin.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for doing it. Thanks for Anthony popping in and Josh for getting everything on YouTube. Hopefully our viewers can find us again. I know Dustin made up a great post on all our social medias, just kind of letting all our fans know, we're on YouTube Live versus our normal Twitch account now. So I'm excited to watch it and see how that looks. So thanks all you guys and all our competitors here, and everybody, all our fans out there, and all that good stuff. So appreciate it.
That's right. First live race broadcast on YouTube. So don't forget to like us while you're watching. Check us out. It's the best way to support us is we're still watching Justin Taylor do his victory burnouts after a great race tonight. We are headed out. That's the race for tonight. The final results are up, and Justin Thaler with the win. Dustin Reinstedel second, Nicholas Astlin third, Ian Silva finally got around Eric Thaler for fourth. Trevor McLaughlin goes alternate strategy to finish out sixth, and everybody else had a great job. Colin Huffman with the top 10. Lee Kiernan, and one of his first races with Midwest Motorsports, finishes with the top 10 ahead of some regulars. So great job, everybody. For Josh Watt running the stream, Ant Caster for joining me in the booth, all the Midwest Motorsports admins that make it possible. I'm James J, reminding you to stay in your lane.